It was over before it began. It's a very different scene now here at the Domain in Sydney. Almost like any ordinary Tuesday afternoon, there's now just a very small police presence here. It was very different at about midday or just before midday when a small group of protesters, maybe 24, gathered in the middle of the park, ready for Sydney's 4th Black Lives Matter protest. But police wasted no time in moving in. They used megaphones to order people to disperse, and within minutes they were marching people off, detaining them and fining them $1,000 for breaching public health orders. As we just heard there, 6 people were arrested, 5 were issued those fines, including Paddy Gibson, the protest leader. Now, after he was released by police, he was whisked across the road into State Parliament through the back entrance by a Greens MP, Jenny Leong. Through the fence, we asked Mr Gibson if he regretted organising this demonstration. He yelled back, ticket in hand, no, he didn't.
So what did protesters tell you then about the ban and also the penalties that they're facing?
Well, Ros, this was an unauthorised event. Police won a court battle on the weekend to make it so, and then organisers lost an appeal yesterday in the Court of Appeal. But they said that their cause is too important not to protest. They say they're demanding justice for David Dungay Jr., who died in a Sydney jail in 2015 after several guards restrained him. They're also protesting in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. They were planning to hand out masks and hand sanitizer and instruct people to socially distance, but in the end, Ros, that wasn't necessary because as the fines began to be handed out, the organisers started shouting at the group here to disperse. A few went down to Hyde Park, which is about a 10-minute walk from where we are now, but they didn't congregate because police were hot on their trails.
And we were just hearing there the Assistant Commissioner, Jessie, warning protesters not to try again later in the day to hold some sort of protest. Have you been hearing anything about that?
We've seen some unconfirmed reports on social media, Ros, that protesters are planning to gather again at a different location in about an hour's time. And I think that's where the police operation will be centred this afternoon to try and deter anyone from going to that place. We're yet to see whether anyone will show up at that second unofficial demonstration, because certainly the main event that was planned here for the Domain, that's been cancelled on Facebook.